Before humans built cities, before the pyramids, before written history even existed, something went to sleep beneath the frozen ground of Siberia. It didn't die. It didn't decay. It waited for 24,000 years. No heartbeat, no movement, no energy. Then one day, in a modern laboratory, scientists added warmth, and life restarted. Imagine this for a second. While mammoths walked the earth, while Ice Age wines carved the planet, this microscopic creature shut itself down completely, not injured, not preserved by chance, but deliberately paused as if it knew the future would come looking for it. This isn't science fiction. This isn't a movie plot. This actually happened. Russian scientists drilled just over 11 feet into Siberian permafrost, soil that had remained frozen since the last ice age. Layer by layer, they reached untouched ground that hadn't felt warmth for tens of thousands of years. Inside that frozen earth, they found microscopic organisms called rotifers. At first, they looked lifeless, transparent, still, fragile, but scientists didn't rush. They thawed them slowly, carefully, patiently, and then the impossible. The rotifers began to move. Cells activated. Structures were formed. Metabolism restarted. Within days, they weren't just alive, they were reproducing. Identical genetic copies. Perfect replicas of life from 24,000 years ago. To understand why this matters, you need to understand what death usually means. When living cells freeze, ice crystals form. Those crystals tear cell membranes apart. DNA shatters. Proteins collapse. Life doesn't come back from that, but these organisms had a secret, a state called cryptobiosis. Cryptobiosis is not survival in the normal sense. It's not slowing down. It's not hibernation. It's a complete shutdown. Metabolism drops to zero. Chemical reactions stop. Time, biologically, ends. The organism becomes neither alive nor dead. It becomes paused. Special proteins wrap around the cells, protecting them from ice damage. Water inside the cells is replaced or stabilized so crystals cannot destroy them. Every vital structure is locked in place like a perfectly preserved archive. And then, nothing. No aging. No decay. No passage of time. For the rotifers, 24,000 years passed in an instant. When conditions became suitable again, warmth, moisture, oxygen, the pause ended. Metabolism restarted. Life resumed exactly where it left off. Lead researcher St. Malavan described it simply: life pressed pause and then pressed play. Think about what that means. These creatures survived ice ages. They survived planetary climate shifts. They survived longer than human civilization has existed, not by fighting nature, but by escaping time itself. And this discovery forces scientists to ask uncomfortable questions. If life can stop completely, what does death really mean? In biology, death has always been considered irreversible. Once the processes stop, that's it. But cryptobiosis breaks that rule. It suggests that life is not a constant flame, but a switch. On, off, on again. Cryobiology, the study of life at extremely low temperatures, has existed for decades. We freeze embryos. We freeze sperm. We freeze tissues. But complex organisms, that's always been the limit. Until now. These rotifers weren't frozen in a lab with advanced technology. They weren't prepared. They weren't treated. They froze naturally in dirt, under pressure, darkness, and time, and yet they came back. That terrifies some scientists and excites others. Because if microscopic life can survive like this, what else might be sleeping beneath the ice? Permafrost isn't just frozen soil. It's a time capsule. Bacteria, viruses, organisms we've never encountered. Life forms adapted to conditions that no longer exist. And as global temperatures rise, that ice is melting. What wakes up when it does? The rotifers themselves aren't dangerous. They're harmless, simple organisms. But they prove something much bigger. Extinction may not always be final. Life doesn't always disappear. Sometimes it waits. This discovery also pushes science toward an idea humans have obsessed over forever: preservation. What if organs could be paused like this? What if long-term space travel required crews to shut down biological time? What if medicine could stop cells at the edge of death and restart them later? Right now, those ideas remain distant. Human cells are complex. Our brains are fragile. Freezing damages neural connections in ways we don't yet know how to reverse. But every breakthrough starts small. First cells, then tissues, then systems. And these rotifers just moved the line. They are now the oldest living animals ever revived. Older than recorded history. Older than agriculture. Older than humanity's first steps. And yet, genetically unchanged. They are literal messengers from the Ice Age.